toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us in Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field, home of the Northwestern Wildcats. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Powell again, Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense will get the first crack at it here. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress the defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Cardinals will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So Northwestern's offense will go to work for the first time. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land? There he goes! Stopped at the... but he got 10 on the play.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He'll do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes a grab for a big play. Off and running. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Louisville!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback.
He's got an alley. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He wants to change this route. They're looking to throw on second and short. It's complete on the right side. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he added the extra point. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Brings into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him. Put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Cardinals really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Pocket breaking down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The Cardinals will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Quarterback making checks. Snapped it in the shotgun. On the run, still looking. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Right on the money. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give to the back. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking to fire. Trying to set up the screen. Past the 45. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down for a loss of yards.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Zings it complete to the right. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
The offense changing the play. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He makes the grab. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Wants to throw on first down. The quick out. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. The Wildcats, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on?
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Caught in the backfield, it's Luck. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Second down, he'll throw it. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Cardinals decide to punt it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Swings it out to the flat. Oh, he's got some space. tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Leaves it with the running back. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a 1st down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. It's a draw. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Harris. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29. Popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the 1st quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion. It's being talked about as the...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Northwestern! A great catch and run for 6.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole 1st half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great environment there today in Evanston. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ryan Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the 2nd half here. The Cardinals will boot it away to start the 2nd half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the 1st half. And so this 1st drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the 2nd half.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He might want another play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. The throw to the outside is complete. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. Off to the races to the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Northwestern. He's guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oregon State is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 35 over Appalachian State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Finds his man down the middle. Turning it on. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Completes it in the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Cardinals have a lot of options on 2nd and inches.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And to get rid of it quickly. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, they tried to go play action on that one to see if they could freeze the defense, but a great job getting to the quarterback, not being fooled by it, and forcing the incompletion.
Surging forward on the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course he was going to be going towards his primary target. Just can't hook up to the completion.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Touchdown Cardinals. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Running game got stuffed on first down, still from their own 25 on 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on 3rd down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Selvia. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. And the Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. They send the tight end in motion. They go to the counter. Pulled down after a Nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
All right, they showed this in the first half, right? Loaded up, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Come back now, pull some guys, go the other direction, have success. Great job by the coaching staff.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Harris. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Quickly complete. Touchdown, Wildcats! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
I love it. Nice play call, nice design. Get the ball to your speedster and let him do the rest. Try to find a way to isolate guys and get matchups, and you did it with your running back, slash receiver there, and he did the rest.
From the gun, the ground game. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Gets it to him on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
He's got it. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got him. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15, a 1st down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. New set of downs after the completion. They'll give it to the back. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Finds his big tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Snap in the shotgun. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Cardinals! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address and do something different.
They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Wants to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. That's a fumble. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it and avert the turnover.
What a lucky break for the running. I can't imagine what goes through your mind when you cough it up. You're like, oh, no, and just huge panic. I got to get back to the football. He did a good job finding his way back to the football after he made the mistake and fumble in the first place.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Got his man on the outside. There he goes. At the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wildcats. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. North Texas has some work to do. There's no other way to put it. But the mantra of this program is hard hats, hard work. And if they can chip away here, they may be able to pull this out. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to San Jose State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you need to know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got the quick pass. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. The Cardinals racing to the line in the hurry-up.
How crazy is it that one of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in this big of a game? You've got to give the defense tons of credit. They've had a plan for him. They've limited him, and that's why they're going to win.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off the play fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. Just keeps slinging it. Throws to the tight end. Oh, it's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
You got to give the coaching staff credit, because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Going over the top. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Northwestern! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Yes. salt into her wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
And the Cardinals come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Fires to the big fella. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Fires to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat. Period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and